Hi, this is your boy, your average consumer, started from the bottom, still at the bottom, after roughly 5 months making a video, finally, because we got time. So this time, I'm gonna let you guys know more about me, to my viewers who ever watch me, beside my siblings and my friends who already know about me, not all of the things. So these are the 100 questions you can ask yourself to know yourself better. Like, definitely no one knows themselves better. So let's see, I'm already looking at the first question and it's really funny. We will not go through all of it because we don't have that much time, but we'll go through most of it or some of it. So let's get started, guys. Who are you? Who am I? I think so I'm a human being, of course. That's reasonable. What are you passionate about? I am passionate about being successful in career wise. What are the achievements you are most proud of? What are the achievements you are most proud of? Reading books, but not all, but not this much. As I go, inshallah, it will be increased. The more books you read, the more knowledge you have. What are the most important things to you in life? What are the most important things to you in a life? If I want to be honest, it's just me myself. I'm selfish about myself, guys. I know most of you will think wrong, but that's how I am. How would you describe yourself? If I want to describe myself, I would describe myself as I am distorted with reality. I don't know what's happening. I'm very selfish. I am sometimes caring about family, sometimes, not all of the time. I am really into gaming, but that's not your passion. What are the most important? Sorry, how do you describe yourself? Yes, I describe myself as stubborn, frustrated, distorted with reality, and the most spoiled one at all, which is a bad thing. Anyways, let's continue. Do you love yourself? Of course, yes. As I said before, I'm selfish. How can you love yourself more today? How can you love yourself more today? How much work I do in a day, like for example 6 to 7 hours, I do at least 2 to 3 hours I spend for myself, either playing something or creating something, which the thing which I love doing, like maybe creating videos on YouTube, maybe reading some books, maybe reading some other courses which will increase my knowledge and so on. That's how I love myself today. What is your ideal self? What does it mean to be your highest self? That's very complicated to see that. If you have one day left to live, what would you do? Oh my god, if I have one day left to live, what would I do? I would want to do skydiving before dying. Or if I had one day to live. If you have an hour left to live, what would you do? I would buy a watch for my brother, for my elder brother. He was saying it for a long time. I would do something for my mom and for my sister. That's the thing which I would love to do before dying 1 hour before I die. Doing good deeds. If you have 1 minute left to live, what would you do? If I have 1 minute left to live, what would I do? Literally just sit and smile. Just sit and smile and say like, come at me death, come at me. Okay, what advice would you give to yourself 3 years ago? Life is hard. Life is hard. Earning is hard. Very hard. Since I'm into the market, I'm working part-time job. I know how hard it is to earn 5 dirhams and how easy it is to spend 5 dirhams. If you know what I'm trying to say. You will take months or maybe sometimes weeks to earn certain amount of money, and it takes a second of a time to spend that money that you have earned. Is there something you are still holding on to? Is it time to let it go? Am I holding on to something? I think so, my mother, because whenever I need something, she always support me to get it, financially wise and other things. So I want her for me to see what life is, to break that bubble of where I have distorted that what life is. She should teach me what is the life. But actually, my elder brother is already training me. So I think so. If she doesn't do this, I'm still like understanding what life is. So that if anything happens to my mom, which I don't want it to happen, it won't affect me that much because I would already been so much trained enough. I would be so like, how can I explain that if any circumstances come, I would be able to withstand it. Was that a question? Mm, I'm not sure. It's my first time doing this. I think so. Most of the questions which I answered are not related to the question, but nevertheless, what are your biggest goals and dreams? Okay, my biggest goals, as I said before, is to become most successful person in the family, or generally as most successful person as I could be. We can never define success. Career-wise, I'm saying, either I could get success in making YouTube videos, I could get success by live streaming games, I could maybe get success by becoming a full stack developer or doing some other things. It could be any kind of success. What are your dreams? My dream is to buy my own mansion. Place doesn't matter. And live a good life and wait for death. Okay. What do you want to achieve 1 year from now? At least have my bachelor's degree. That's what I can say. What would I love to achieve after 1 year? What would you love to achieve after 5 years? A lot of things. I should have masters with my bachelor's. I should be doing a job. Okay, I should be able to not afford a mansion, but to afford my own home. To live there. Okay, and a car as well. It doesn't matter if it's a saloon car or a sports car. It doesn't matter. How important are these goals to you? Very much, very, very much indeed. Okay, that's the same thing. So I checked there, my just camera stopped. So yes, actually let's do two more questions and let's finish this off. Okay, this is an interesting question. Who are the 5 people you spend the most time with? Our family is 5 members long, including me. So the most of the time that I have ever spent it with are my family members, mostly my brother, my elder brother, and my elder sister. With dad, I never spent it that much of a time. Even though we have our dad's business, but I never went, to the business because of our culture and the society. They wanted the children to stay at home, so I never went, to see what the work is or to see what my dad was doing. So, yeah, these 2 people are the only people who I have spent it the most time with. Spend the most time with. Sorry, my bad. Okay, what else do we have? Who inspires you the most? Let me say that who are my inspiration, let's say. So who are my inspirations will be one of my doctor from the university. It's Dr. Mirna. She inspires me the most. She took for me the programming course, and just to tell you that I am really bad at programming, and she said me one thing. She said that I'm no better than you. If you spend more time, you're gonna get better than me. And that line of her, just like I was like, you're my inspiration. If ever in my life, as much as I hate to be a full stack developer, if I become a full stack developer, it will be just because of her, Dr. Mirna. Who else inspires me the most is also my dad. He was a really hard worker. So whenever in my life I work hard, I will always be reminded of him, and that will keep me going, keep me going, that I will keep on working hard, and one day I will reach my level, to my highest level. If I don't reach, if that comes before that, fine. You never know when that will come to you or to me, I'm saying. Okay. Oh, what is your ideal life partner? Inappropriate question, never mind. Okay, let's go to the last question. Who are your mentors in life, either formal or informal? Who are my mentor in life is just one person, my brother. He's like a mentor to me. He gives me advice. He teaches me things that I don't know. He tells me that what are the fees in which you can get job. He gets brutal to me, which is also a good thing. Why? Because he's practicing. He's making me get used to this brutal or harsh words, because he says that life is not life. The people out there are much 10 times much harsh and brutal to you. So it's kind of like training me. So it's my mentor slash trainer. Anyways, guys, So I'm going to end my video right here. The video was interrupted, that's why I did a few more questions. So hopefully you know more about me, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, share with your family and friends, let them other know that there is a person called Muhammad who has a channel on YouTube. And until that, I will see you in the next video.